My name is Kalle Mattson, and I'm from a really small town in northern Ontario called Sault Ste. Marie. Pretty set on what I was going to do pretty early on, and I've never had any backup plan whatsoever. My dad made me a tape because I had a little tape Walkman, and he made me a tape of the Beatles' Rubber Soul. That's the first time I remember having some sort of connection to music. I think if you look at a lot of records across time, the story becomes just as much a part about the record as the actual music of it. That's the most fun part to me, is making it and writing it. That's the most fun. I like playing live, and I like all the other stuff that goes along with that, but making the records is the most fun. It's the hardest thing, but it's the most gratifying, because you're creating something, you're playing God, you're making something that wasn't there before, which is pretty awesome. I had a bunch of songs, and they sort of became an EP. One of the songs off that EP was a song called Someday. And that was the first time that I had written about when my mom passed away when I was 16, really explicitly and openly. And that song sparked all of the 12 songs that make up the record Someday the Moon Will Be Gold. I was living in my childhood home for the first time since my mom had passed away. I wrote the words and the music to what became the record there. That was a breakthrough for me. It felt significant and felt like me rather than trying to do something else. When one part of your life starts to go well, you're never really prepared for the other parts to go bad, but I think that's sort of what happens, and Avalanche sort of expands upon the themes of Someday, of anxiety and nostalgia and the past and the future. It's sort of a mini record about being in your early 20s and not knowing what the fuck your life is. But it really feels like the next step for me in the next chapter. And I'm really proud of it.